After conquering the Hoysala kingdom, Harihara I got involved in wars with two neighbors. The Kadambas, they ruled a small kingdom called Banavasi on the coast of Konkan. Conflict with Kadambas. The Kadambas angered Harihara I, likely because they sheltered Balala IV. In 1347, Marpa, Harihara's younger brother, led an army from Kalasa in the Kadur district. Marpa defeated the Kadamba king and took over his territories. He then established himself at Chandragati in the Shimoga district. Expedition against the Sultan of Madura. The reasons for Harihara's expedition against the Sultan of Madura are unclear. It seems Harihara wanted to rescue Sambhuvaraya, who had been defeated and captured by the Sultan. Sambhuvaraya was an ally of Harihara and had been placed on the throne in Kanchi by Balala III earlier. The rescue mission. Military campaign. In 1352-1353, Harihara sent two armies to rescue Sambhuvaraya, one army from Udayagiri on the east coast, led by Prince Savana, son of Kampa I. Another army from Mulbagal in the Kolar district, led by Kumara Kampana, son of Bukka I. These armies were instructed to meet at the borders of Madura. Success of the campaign. The armies united and successfully defeated the Sultan of Madura. The Sultan was captured, and Sambhuvaraya was freed from captivity. Sambhuvaraya was then re-established on his throne. Victory over Madura. Vijaynagara won a complete victory, and the road to Madura was open and undefended. However, the Sultanate of Madura was saved from total destruction by Ala-ud-Din Hasan Gangu, also known as Bahman Shah. Bahman Shah's hostility. Bahman Shah was the ruler of the newly founded Bahmani kingdom. From the beginning, he was hostile, unfriendly, towards Vijaynagara. Bahman Shah, a former rebel against Delhi, claimed some authority over Vijaynagara, but this claim was rejected by Harihara I. Strained relations. Because of the rejection, the relationship between the Bahmani kingdom and Vijaynagara was always tense. Farishta, a historian, mentioned that Bahman Shah had some successes in the Karnataka region, although there is no record of a direct conflict with Vijaynagara. Focus on defense. Shift in focus. Bahman Shah's success over local chiefs caused concern for Vijaynagara. Harihara I had to shift his focus from Madura to defending his northern borders against the Bahmani threat. Harihara I last years. End of Harihara I reign. The last known date of Harihara I is 1356. Since he is not mentioned in records after this, he likely died in the same year. Political activity and administration. Harihara I's reign was marked by significant political activity. He did not directly fight in wars but was very involved in organizing the kingdom's defense. He was a great administrator and, with his trusted minister Anantarasa Chikka Odi, established a strong and stable civil administration system. Harihara I died and did not have any children to take over the kingdom. So, Bukka I, who was next in line, became the king. First actions as king. When Bukka I became king, he wanted to make the kingdom strong and united. Harihara I had given some parts of the kingdom to his younger brothers to manage. These brothers treated these parts as their own, almost like they were separate rulers. Kampana I was a governor in charge of a region called Udayagiri. When Kampana I died, his two sons, Savana and Sangama II, split the region between themselves. Another governor, Marpa, controlled areas called Mail Nadu and Banavasi. After he was gone, his sons, Sovana and Hariyappa, took over. Bukka I realization. Bukka I saw that this division could eventually break the kingdom apart. He understood that if these governors acted too independently, it would weaken the kingdom. Solution by Bukka I. To fix this, Bukka I decided to put his own sons in charge of the different regions. This way, the regions would stay loyal to Bukka I and the central government. Appointments. Bukka I appointed his sons to manage different regions. Bhaskar Bhavadura became the governor of Udayagiri. Kumara Kampana was made governor of Mulbagal and Padividu. Virupana first governed Panugonda and later Araga. Chikka Kampna, Mallappa, and Harihara, too, were given the region called Hoysala Rajya. Bukka I started paying attention to the Tamil region. There was a ruler named Rajanarayan Sambhuvaraya. Harihara I had helped Rajanarayan regain his throne in 1353. Rajanarayan ruled peacefully until around 1359 to 1360. Military expedition. For some reason, Bukka I sent an army against Rajanarayan. Rajanarayan couldn't defend himself and died early in the war. His son, Venramankondan too, took over and fought for a while but was killed in 1360. With Venramankondan's death, the Sambhuvaraya kingdom ended. Vijaynagara, Bukka I kingdom, took control of the Tamil region up to the southern Pennar and Kolladam rivers. After dealing with the Tamil region, Bukka I had to deal with another kingdom called the Bahmani kingdom. The Bahmani king, Alauddin Hasan Gangu, died in 1358. His son, Muhammad Shah Bahmani I, became the new king but had many problems. Alliance and demands. Bukka I and another king from Telangana joined forces. They sent a message to Muhammad Shah, demanding some territories back. Bukka I wanted the forts of Raichur and Mudgal. The Telangana king wanted the fort of Kulas. War begins. Muhammad Shah tried to delay, but eventually declared war on the Hindu kings, Bukka I and the Telangana king. Bukka I sent 20,000 soldiers to help his ally. He invaded the area between the Krishna and Tungabhadra rivers with a large army. There are different stories about the war between Bukka I and the Bahmani Sultan, Muhammad Shah I. Farishta, a historian, wrote that Muhammad Shah I always defeated Bukka I. According to Farishta, Bukka I was chased and defeated until he had to agree to whatever Muhammad Shah I wanted. However, this account is not completely accurate. The Vijaynagara army, Bukka I's army, fought well and did not lose as badly as Farishta described. The two armies fought equally, with each side winning some battles. Outcome of the war. In the end, both sides agreed to a treaty, an official agreement. The treaty said that Bukka I would control most of the area between the Krishna and Tungabhadra rivers. A few smaller areas on the southern bank of the Krishna river would be controlled by both Bukka I and Muhammad Shah I together. The treaty showed that Bukka I was successful because the Krishna river became the boundary between the two kingdoms. This meant that Bukka I got what he wanted. The war with the Bahmanis ended in 1365. After this, Bukka I had another war with a kingdom called Kondavidu. Not much is known about why this war happened. Bukka I vs Reddy kingdom. The Reddy kingdom's founder, Prolaya Varna, died in 1355. His successor, Anapota or Veera Anapota, fought against Bukka I but was defeated. Bukka I kingdom, Vijaynagara. After settling northern and eastern frontiers, Bukka I turned attention to the south. Hindus in Madura suffered under Muslim rulers, temples destroyed, people killed, properties taken, religious practices banned. Bukka decided to intervene to protect Hindus and their traditions. Bukka I's son led the army. Hindu temples at Srirangam and Kannanur Kuppam were restored. Ended the 40-year oppressive rule of the Sultanate of Madura.